Hey loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Tyla and today is episode 38 of the Journal Session series. This is an interactive series where we journal together and I offer you time and space to write out your answers. And today's prompts are for a monthly reset, so we're going to be setting some positive intentions, setting some goals. So if you're ready, grab your pen and a journal and let's get right into it. Question 1, what were 3 things you're proud of accomplishing last month and how can you build on these successes? Pause here to write your answer. Whether it's goals that were smaller or goals that were larger, it's always great to go back and look at what you've accomplished within the month. This is a really great way to track your progress and see how far that you've come. And as well, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It helps to boost your confidence and help you to feel a bit better about setting those next goals and going after them. Things won't always go as planned too when it comes to goal setting. So that's another thing to be careful of, is that if you are setting goals and you're noticing that you're falling short or some things didn't work out as you planned, it's always important to practice gratitude and know that you at least put effort towards the things that you wanted to accomplish. I really love goal setting because it does give you a great outline of how you can work towards the things that you want, and it gives you that vision and plan. But it's also so important to not get too caught up in just always striving for things and wanting more, and acknowledging what it is that you already have and how far that you've already made it. When you can adopt this mindset, you'll always be in a place of fulfillment, because no matter where you are in your position in life, you're always going to be happy. You're always going to be grateful, even though you're still striving towards more. Another really great benefit that I've noticed when it comes to goal setting and writing things down is that it does help to build more discipline. So when you get into the habit of building a routine and you're writing down your goals, you're setting goals for yourself and you're working towards those dates, it does help you to create that system. And once you can build that system, despite if you're reaching the goals or you fall short, you still have that sense of discipline. Sometimes it really just takes finding your own flow. So me personally, I try to keep it very balanced because we don't always have full control over everything that happens in our life. So even with goal setting, sometimes things aren't going to go the way they're supposed to, which is natural. So I try to keep that healthy balance of keeping a schedule and keeping my goals, but also being able to be flexible and free. Question number 2, what intentions do you want to set for this month and how do you want to feel and approach your daily life? Pause here to write your answer. I love this question because it really gives you full creative freedom to really cultivate whatever it is that you want for the month. So really think of this as a fresh start, a clean canvas, and you can do whatever it is that you want. It's really important to check in with your self-concept. So how do you view yourself? What do you think about yourself? What are the things that you constantly tell yourself? How do you speak to yourself? Because that is very important, especially when it comes to how you show up in a day-to-day. If you constantly are hard on yourself, if you say negative things about yourself, it's going to be really difficult for you to show up in a way that aligns with the best version of you. Go about this month as if you've already accomplished everything that you want to accomplish. You already are living that dream life. And then watch how things just start falling into alignment. That's a very big part of manifesting as well, is acting as if. The energy that you put behind things is really powerful, and that's what really supercharges your manifestations. That's why intentions are so important and so powerful, because when you set your mind to something and you fully put that belief in it, it really does help to actualize and materialize what it is that you're trying to manifest. So setting your goals, writing things down, and having a set plan that you can follow, along with setting those powerful intentions and that belief behind it, is always going to put you in alignment with what you want and get you closer to achieving your goals. Question number 3, what are 3 main goals you want to achieve this month and why are these goals important to you? Pause here to write your answer. Whenever I set my goals for the month, I usually like to set at least 3 main larger goals, and then I'll break those down into smaller goals that I can work towards by the week. So I'll have those main 3 goals for the month, I'll set weekly goals, and then I also like to set daily goals. I like doing this as well because when you can actually have something that you can follow step by step, it gives you a sense of peace in knowing that you don't have to overthink too much and worry about what you're going to do the next day or how you're going to get things done, because you already have it laid out. A big part in why sometimes we don't accomplish certain things or why we don't get certain things done is because we don't actually have an idea of how we're going to get there or reach that goal. So when you can get all of those ideas out of your head and onto paper and sort them out, it makes it a lot easier when it comes to accomplishing them and getting them done. Having your why as well and why it is that you want to accomplish these things will always help to put you back on track when you notice that you're starting to fall off or you're getting overwhelmed or you're just feeling like giving up. Going back to that why is always going to give you that sense of purpose and reason behind what it is that you're doing. When you can go back to the purpose and the reasoning, it's always going to help bring back that inspiration, because sometimes we're not inspired, sometimes we lose motivation, but that's where discipline really comes in. So if you can go back to the why and you can understand why you're on the journey, why it is that you're reaching towards these things, and push yourself to keep going past the trials and the things that are happening in the moment, it's always going to help you get back on track and regain that strength so that you can push forward and keep working towards your goals. Question number 4, what area of your life would you like to focus on for personal growth this month? So for example, relationships, self-care, finances, creativity, or work. Pause here to write your answer. I always like to include at least one or more personal growth goals aside from just focusing on career and work, especially when it comes to mental, physical, and spiritual health, because aside from everything else, these 3 things are the most important. So you want to make sure that you're setting some goals that will help you to either evolve mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or physically, or some goals that will help you to start implementing more self-care, or even as something as simple as spending more time with family, taking yourself out more, doing more of the things that you love in your free time. Doing this as well will really help when it comes to accomplishing everything else that you're working towards, because when you're in a good place mentally and you're feeling your best, you're looking your best, and you're doing what it is that makes you happy, it really helps to keep you in a good energy so that you also don't experience burnout. So when it comes to the personal growth goals, I try to set something in each aspect. So I'll try to set goals that will help me for my mental health. So maybe journaling, maybe reading, or listening to a podcast. When it comes to my physical, I'll try to make sure that I'm setting goals to do at least 1 yoga flow a day, or go to the gym, or just do something active. And then when it comes to my spiritual health, so doing some meditation, praying, and then also making time for self-care. So I always do mine on Sundays. So I like to have a dedicated day where I don't do anything but relax, do self-care, and also just squeezing in some time for fun, because with the world being so busy, we often get caught up in that rat race and just go, go, go. We don't actually take time out to be present, to just enjoy life and experience just being alive. So making sure that you're also scheduling time to go out, hang out with your friends, or see your family, or just do something that you enjoy is so important. What new daily habits can you incorporate to support your goals this month, and how can you hold yourself accountable? Pause here to write your answer. This question kind of goes into what I was mentioning earlier about setting daily goals and daily habits. Setting daily goals to support your main goals is so essential because it breaks down big objectives into manageable steps, which keeps you focused and builds momentum. Each small win contributes to a sense of progress, which makes your larger goals feel achievable and less overwhelming. Daily goals also do keep you consistent, which is key to long-term success. So one way you can do this is by using a planner or a journal, which is what I also like to do. So this way you can track your daily goals and check them off as you go. I also really recommend setting reminders. So I'll use my phone, and the reminder section that you have, if you have an iPhone, I'll just set all of my daily reminders through there, so that way I can check them off easily as I go. And I'll also set timers for different things that I have to do throughout the day. Sometimes we get a little bit caught up in our day, so having those reminders and those alarms to pop up on your phone will really help you to make sure that you're staying on track and you're staying consistent. You can also do daily check-ins, so take 5 minutes for each evening or night to review your progress and reflect on what worked and what didn't work so that you can adjust it for the next day. That's also something that I really recommend as well, is to reflect on the previous month. So the things that worked and didn't work in the last month so that you can adjust and change it up for this month. Some other great ways that you can keep yourself accountable are getting an accountability partner, so somebody that you can check in with your goals, somebody that you trust. You can also reward yourself, so when you do accomplish those small goals, you can do something positive for yourself. You can do visual reminders, so having a vision board or sticky notes, and then you can also practice positive self-talk and affirmations. So that is all for this video, you guys. I do hope that you have an extremely abundant, prosperous, happy, peaceful, and joyful month. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Share with somebody that you feel it may benefit. And I do these sessions every Friday, so make sure that you stay tuned for the next one. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace and much love.